And here's the effect that we're going to create. Right, first we need a fusion composition. So go to Effects, Toolbox, Fusion, and drag that onto your timeline and make sure it has the right length. So in this case I want it to be 4 seconds, so 10:18 for me. Trim it down, let's select it and go to Fusion. Right now we only have a media out, so we need to add in a background. So I'm going to use this background, drag this out, delete the merge node, because we will be putting something in between before that. Right. So now I'm going to drag in my image, and this image needs to be connected to an image plane 3D and a renderer 3D. You can find those by hitting Shift Spacebar and then just search for them. So image plane 3D, add, with the image plane 3D selected, that's very important, we're going to find the renderer 3D. Add it. And now we have this. Now instead of creating a merge node ourselves, we're going to drag this to the background to connect it. There we go. So now we have the media in, which is our image over here. We've got the image plane renderer 3D merge in a background, and this is the background on the right side. Right. We now need to connect the merge to the media out, and I'm going to click here to have the media out on the right window. Because we're going to add in some nodes, I want to make sure that I have enough real estate space. You can also zoom out by hitting Control and zooming out, or zoom in by scrolling your mouse wheel button away from you. But this is perfectly, because that way you guys can still follow what I'm doing. Right. Now let's select the image plane 3D, and this is very important because if you select this one and you try to add in something, it will be added over here. Now if you select this, it will be added between the image plane 3D and the renderer 3D. Or if you click inside this box, so nothing is selected, and you then search for the module that you want to, so in this case the Bender one, and you add it, it's now a floating node which is not connected to anything just yet. But if you hold Shift, you can drag it in between the lines where you want it to be. So in this case I want it to be after the image plane 3D, so that's what I'm going to do. And then with the Bender selected, because this is where all the magic happens, we are going to change this amount to 1, so we see it rolling backwards or forwards. And then we've got the center one, and we're going to change that as well. So I'm going to place that to 0. You can start up here wherever you like to, but in my case I'm going to start at the bottom. And the range will determine how far this is actually being rolled up or rolled off. Right. So I'm going to leave it right here because I need to have a reference point for my next step. And now I want to add in a transform node because I want this to be transformed. But we're working in the 3D space, so we need the transform 3D. Let's click add. I'm going to drag this out just to have some more space again. And with the transform 3D selected, we're going to change the Z-axis. So that will determine which way our newspaper will be rolled off or rolled on. I'm going to leave it like this, but we need to remember this value, 31.3. And the reason for that is because with the Bender selected, we are going to click Shift Spacebar again. We're going to add in another transform 3D node. I'm going to click add, which comes after the Bender one. And I'm going to remember the value that I had. So in this case, 31.3, but I'm going to place a minus in front of it because it has to be the opposite of the number that you've chosen over here. So 31.3 makes minus 31.3 and vice versa, obviously. And with these values in place, we now need to animate this. So let's click on the Bender 3D one, go to the first frame and then go forward 2 frames, right? And then we're going to change the range and we're going to leave that at 0. Create a keyframe, then we're going to frame number 20 and we are going to bring this all the way to 1. Now there's a couple of things you can do. You can leave it like this, so it starts basically on the screen, or you can take it off the screen. Now in case you want to take it off the screen, so where it has to start, you have to select the renderer 3D node and then Shift Spacebar and transform. But in this case, not a transform 3D, but a regular one. Click add, so now it's been added in between the renderer and the merge node. Now, in order for you to take this off screen, go to the second frame. We need to make sure that this is selected. So now we have a keyframe on the center. We're going back to the first frame of the clip and we're just going to drag this out of the screen like this. And then if we play the clip, we see that it comes from out of this corner. Now there's 2 more things we need to do because we've got these weird edges over here. And right now it's not, the size is not to my liking. It's way too small to be in the screen as a B-roll. So in that case, I'm going to click the image plane 3D. I'm going to increase the subdivisions to around 30, which makes the edge much smoother, as we can see over here. And then the final thing is we need to increase this. So we're going to the transform tab and we're going to increase the Z value to the desired value that we like. And then that's our effect. But to really sell it, we need a sound effect of a page flipping, which you can find online for free. And once you've done that, this will be the final effect. And I hope you guys like it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.